Welcome to another episode of Favorites and Fails, where we break down our favorite and least favorite parts of the bikes that we've been riding. This is a 2018 Yamaha Star Venture Transcontinental. It's powered by a 1,853cc V-twin that makes about 76 horsepower and 112 foot-pounds of torque. It also weighs in at 960 pounds, and if you want one for yourself, it's going to cost you $27,000. So I recently did a favorites and fails on the new Goldwing, and in that video, down in the comments section, a lot of people were asking how the Goldwing compares to this here Venture, and it makes sense. They're both newish luxury tours from iconic Japanese brands. So, in the name of YouTube and in motorcycle science, I've been logging a lot of miles on this bike to see how it stacks up, and these are the things that have stood out. So number one favorite on this bike, especially when compared to the Goldwing, has got to be the storage capacity. This top box is massive. It definitely holds 2 helmets, and not only that, but this side luggage is pretty good as well. It's top loading, there's a lot of space, it's easy to use, so if you're looking to pack a lot of stuff onto your already very heavy motorcycle, Star Venture's got you covered. I also want to give Yamaha credit for their attention to passenger comfort, from adjustable height passenger floorboards to heated passenger seat to passenger-only storage compartment to passenger-specific audio controls. It's really evident that Yamaha wanted to craft a great, unique, comfortable passenger experience. And if that's not the whole point of a bike like this, it's definitely a major consideration. So we're glad they did that. Next up, let's talk about weight, because this bike has too much of it. It weighs more than 100 pounds more than the new Goldwing, and it's especially noticeable during slow speed maneuvering. So whether you're just trying to push it into a garage or escape from the grocery store parking lot, it's not a really confidence-inspiring motorcycle. Plus, once you fill up this spacious luggage, add a passenger to the back, and then top off this 6.6 gallon fuel tank, you're looking at well over 1,000 pounds of motorcycling mass rolling down the road, and that is not nothing. Fail number 2, in my opinion, is this engine. Now, it's making in the 70s range of horsepower, and it's making a ton of torque, but if I want an engine that just has outright performance in this category, I'm gonna look at a Goldwing, or I'm gonna look at a K1600. Now, if I'm looking for an engine that just exudes character and personality and an awesome big V-twin noise, I'm probably gonna go with a big American V-twin from Indian or Harley. I'm also a little bit disappointed in the price of this motorcycle. Now, this is the Star Venture Transcontinental, and that trim level means you get a few extra things like sat nav, satellite radio, some additional speakers, and some additional storage. But when you make that Goldwing comparison that everyone was asking about, this thing ends up being a few $100s more expensive. And maybe that would be a little bit easier to accept if the fit and finish on this bike was a bit better. But when you've got chintzy plastic latches that rattle, when you've got cheap looking grips, and when you have an overall feel that doesn't exactly exude luxury quality, it makes it a tough comparison that does not favor the Star Venture. At the end of the day, there is no denying that this is a comfortable, luxurious motorcycle that has a lot of cool technology and features. I like the LED headlight. I actually really like the style. I like these little plastic fairings that shoot air in on you. I like aspects of the infotainment system. I like the electric windscreen, and it has mirrors that work really well. But the problem is the competition in this category is really tough. So if you want a lot of technology and performance, you have something like the Goldwing. And if you want a lot of heritage and a great V-twin sound and a lot of curb appeal, you've got an American V-twin. And unfortunately, what this doesn't have is a price that truly sets it apart from the category and makes it a viable alternative. Anyway, that is it for this episode of Favorites and Fails. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a few things. If you happen to own this motorcycle, or perhaps your favorite uncle owns this Star Venture, I hope we didn't piss you off too much. But if you have questions about this bike, or if you have another bike you'd like to see us cover, leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, make sure you subscribe, ride safe, and we'll see you next time.